Hi everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to show you guys a strategy that is very resourceful when it comes to trading. The strategy will help with, it'll help with mainly crypto, but it might help with stocks as well. And that's trading by looking at the dominance of the USDT. Now what I do is I make my trading based off of what I see from the dominance of the USD. I might glance at like the BTC chart or whatever I'm trading, but I look at the overall dominance of the USDT, and usually everything does the opposite of whatever the dominance is doing for the USDT. So I'm going to show you how to set it up, what I look for, and this is kind of a continue on to what I talked about in the last couple of videos, because you do have to understand either the rainbow strategy or the Ghost Market Pro swings. So I use that in addition to some other indicators. So if you don't understand, I'm not really going to break that down in today's video. So just go to one of my other videos and learn how I set that up. And because I use that for the strategy, and then I use some other indicators as well. But mainly what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at the USDT dominance, and we're going to see how you can actually, you'll be able to think more like the people that are, all the whales, and you'll be able to take money out when they're taking money out and put money back in when they're putting money back in. You'll know those times a lot more easier. You'll be able to see it more in the charts. So let me show you guys how to set it up and what to look for. Okay, so today's video, I'm going to be basically showing you guys how to look for it with just using the either the Ghost Market Pro swing or the rainbow strategy. I am going to be doing a part 2 to this, so stay tuned for that. But right now, what I want to kind of go over is what to kind of look for is, in order to see the dominance of, and let's really quickly, we can look at here on the day here. We're going to look at some key days here. We're going to look at the day, and basically we're going to note, first we're going to look at the USDT dominance. And you can get there by looking at and going to USDT dominance, and basically that tells you the strength of the dollar, the dominance of it. And usually that has the opposite effect of a lot of the other assets that are out there. A lot of cryptos will base it off of, and do the opposite of what the dollar's doing. So real quickly, now you need to set up the rainbow strategy. I'm not going to be going over that, either the rainbow strategy or the swing. So I'm not going to go over how to set that up. It's going to take too much time, but definitely load that up. I want to get your guys just looking at the moving averages here of the dominance here. So I'll have this on the day, and the first thing I want to look at, we want to look for the moments. Let's first hide. Let's hide the candles here, and what you want to do is focus. You want to focus on the moments when it is shifting direction. So I've mentioned this before. To enter your trades when everything starts turning to that color, either a light green or a light red. So the dominance, it does the opposite of whatever you're trading. Like for crypto, it'll do the opposite. So right here, we're going to look at a couple of times, and we're going to compare them. So right here we have the US dominance, and it shifted from down to up to bullish right here at this moment. And this moment, we're going to take note of this. This was July 31st. So we're going to take a note of July 31st with Bitcoin, and we're going to see if it has done the opposite of what's happening here with the USDT dominance. So real quickly, we're going to go and look at July 31st and see if it's the opposite of Bitcoin. So if you look over here by Bitcoin and we get this over to July 31st, right about here, July 31st was right here. We turn the candles back on, we notice that Bitcoin was doing the exact opposite. So in this exact moment, the dominance was going up and Bitcoin was going down. That's because everybody is selling their crypto, everybody's selling their assets, and they're storing it onto USDT. So the dominance is going up. So because we can see that, we know exactly when everybody is selling and when everybody is buying. For the best results, though, you have to find this on a longer time frame. You can do this on a shorter time, but it works the best on the longer time frame for this, because overall you're seeing what everyone's doing overall. Is everybody taking the money out, or is everybody putting money back in? You'll be able to see this during the bull run. In the bull run of Bitcoin, the dominance here is going to be red. It will not be green like you see right here. When the bull run starts, when the parabolic run starts, this area will be red. So you will know that when everybody is starting to put their money back into crypto, because this will turn from a light green to a red. Now let's real quickly look at a couple other scenarios. Now this one happened real briefly here, but we'll look at it. This was very briefly. This was July 19th. We started to see everybody started to take their money out of USD. So where do you think they put their money? If everybody's taking their money out of USD on July 19th, we're going to check and see what happened on July 19th. So we go back into Bitcoin. Let's look at July 19th. July 19th was right here. Right about here. July 19th right here. And you see exactly the opposite here. You see the exact opposite. So it even has the same amount of time. You saw that this was a short amount of this was a brief time. So if we looked at the dominance, we see that it was a brief time too. So at this exact moment, you can get in your trade. So I don't look at what Bitcoin is doing anymore. I look at what the dollar is doing, because that will tell the story of what everybody else is doing. Is everybody putting their money into USDT, or are they taking their money out of USDT? So let's look at a couple more dates with USDT. Let's look at this big one right here. So this one right here, we see go from dark to light green right here. So this was the next moment to get in. So this happened on, did we do that one already? No, we didn't do that one already. Okay, so that's July 17th. I mean June 17th. So let's real quickly look at June 17th. June 17th. So June 17th was right about here. Let's see, June 17th. And exactly the same time it went down. So you saw the dominance went up. That means people started putting their money into the USDT, and that means everybody that had assets were taking their money out. So let's real quickly look one more time on USDT, and we're going to see if this works for smaller time frames. So let's just look at a date here. Random date. Let's just go back a bit. Let's look at this date right here. This went from a light green to red right here. So this was around October 19th. October 19th, the USDT started going down, which basically, if I'm forecasting this right, on October 19th, that should be when Bitcoin goes up. So we're going to check, see if October 19th Bitcoin goes up. October 19th, does Bitcoin go up? And you see right here, Bitcoin is going up. So this is a very powerful strategy to see on a daily. You can do this on the daily, you can do it, but I prefer doing it on a longer time frame. I'm real quickly we're gonna look at the 15-minute, but I prefer, if you guys just want to follow this strategy, do it on a longer time frame. But real quickly, let's look at a 15-minute time frame. Okay, so real quickly, let's look at this on a 15-minute. I really do not like going more than this. Now, with this particular strategy, you could get impatient because you would just be, if you're doing it a long term, you want to, the best results are on the long term, and you'll just want to wait for the ribbons to change, and that can be a little annoying times. But let's real quickly look at this hasn't changed color yet. So real quickly, we're going to be looking at September 6th. This is a 15-minute time frame. On September 6th, about exactly at 7 a.m. I think. So September 6th at 7 a.m. It started going up. So what we want to look for, we want to see if on September 6th at 7 a.m. it started going down. So let's real quickly look at Bitcoin. And September 6th, you see it right here. Right here. September 6th starts going down. So they mirror each other, and what I really do for this strategy is I focus on just observing what the USDT Dominance is doing, because whatever it's doing, a lot of the other assets out there will do the opposite. So what we can see right now is it has just printed a light red, which means it should be starting to go up. The Bitcoin and crypto should start be going up. So anyway, that is a very powerful strategy, and I just wanted to show that. So for the past results, you really want to see this on the longer time frame. So I would look at the day, the 6 hour, or the hour for the better results. And I would look at either the Ghost Market Pro Swing or the Rainbow strategy. The Rainbow strategy has less moving averages. But I would look at there and see when there's a change in color with the ribbons. When the USDT Dominance goes into a light green, that usually means that people are selling crypto. They're selling crypto and they're putting it into USDT. When you see the USDT is a light red, it means that people are taking their money out of USDT and they're putting it into assets like crypto. So it's a good tool to have. It's a good tool because it will help you move with the whales, and it'll help you move like they're moving. So you'll be coming into market when they're coming into the market, and you'll be exiting when they're exiting. So it's a very powerful strategy. I do recommend doing this on the day or the 6 hour or the hour. Anything smaller than that, and you do have to pay attention to consolidation points as well, but this is a very effective strategy. So anyway, I do have a Discord where I go over my own signals. I go manually into a lot of different assets, and I put buy and sell signals in there. And you can also interact with me, and there's going to be a lot of other resources on there as well. So definitely check that out. Link will be below if you want to join. All right, now, if you like this video, if you like the strategy, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.